You want to know how I spent a lot of time, a lot of other people's time, and I wasted it? There's a chance you're probably doing it too. Hate to say it, but it's true. I spent 6 months wasting people's time. I thought I was networking. Turns out I was just having phone calls with them and not talking to them again. So when I got into real estate, well, can I tell you a story? Kind of like how I got here and why I wasted a bunch of people's time. I didn't know it, but I did. You okay with that? So I got into real estate. I didn't know anything. My goal was to just talk to as many people as possible. And I wanted to talk to 90 people in 90 days for an hour at a time. Like that was my goal. Just learn what other people are doing, start interacting. And I did. I accomplished it pretty quickly. And I thought I was doing awesome. I thought I was just like, oh, I'm going to be so good. I'm going to learn. I'm going to help people. And then like 3 months passed. And I had talked to all these people. They were saved in my cell phone and they were emailing me, and I had a Calendly link, and I had Google Sheets and Google Forms and all the free things that I could ever want. But I can never remember who they were and what I talked to them about and what they needed, right? Because that's what like networking is all about. What is it that you need? What can I help you with? That seemed to be the question. Hey, what can I help you with? And sometimes I'd write it down on a piece of paper. Then 3 months later, I'd be like, oh man, what's this thing? I got this thing here, and I knew somebody wanted it, but what was it? And who was that person? Couldn't figure it out. I couldn't. And a few more months passed, and I realized, okay, I gotta take a step back. I gotta stop talking to all these people and networking because I'm not really making any money just networking, right? Like I'm just having conversations. I'm not providing any value to people. I'm just wasting their time. I wasted my time too, and it sucked. So I knew I needed a system. So I started looking into systems, something that was, I would probably have to pay for it, right? I didn't want to, but I knew I had to because I needed a way to organize my conversations. I didn't want them to be in my cell phone. I didn't want to have to search through my Gmail. I didn't want to have to like go into Google Sheets when somebody submitted something. I just wanted them all to live in one place because it was really, really stressing me out. So Jamil Danji launched Astroblaster, and I was like, cool, this seems like it may work. It did work. It did some things that I wanted it to do, but it was somebody else's house. It was their drapes on the wall. It was their couch, their chair. It wasn't my style. It wasn't how my business was run. I didn't really have a business, right? I was just networking. And I realized that he didn't build it. It was just a white labeled version of a software called Go High Level. So I was like, great. Let me start researching Go High Level. And eventually I got my own Go High Level account. And that was really when my business started taking off. And, it wasn't even the money, it was just like my time. I was able to track the conversations and tag people with what they wanted and what they needed. And I could schedule appointments right there from the system. I could build websites, the funnels. I could do all the fancy things, but in the core, I was just able to track conversations and always remember what it is that I talked to someone about. So when it came time for me to get back to them when I had something for them, I could find it just so quickly. And that's where the money is made, in your ability to recall what it is somebody wanted, what they're looking for in their business. So you could say, hey, I found this thing, here it is. But now you have a way to find it for them, and you have a way to get it back to them. So that's what I want to do. I want to help you. I want to teach you how to understand what your business looks like. It can be a little small business or it can be a big business. But I'm not just going to give you my business, my snapshot of what my Go High Level account is, because that's not your business. What I want to do is take the time to work with you 6 weeks so that we can understand what it is your business is as a whole and what each step of the way looks like. What's the standard operating procedure? Because once you start to understand the standard operating procedure for your own business, then you can start to build automations and workflows around that. And we're just going to start small. We're not going to go crazy right now because you don't need crazy. I didn't need crazy. I barely still need crazy. We just need simple things that get the job done and make your life easier. If that's something you're interested in, check out the KS Buster Challenge. If you're like, Bill, I don't have any time to do this, I want you to do it all, we can build it for you as well. Just press the big yellow button. Peace.